Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Acacia Courtney. I'm here inside the scale house where the jockeys weigh in. I don't know if I'm going to climb on that scale, but we have 9 races on the card today. Let's check out the track and weather conditions.
To start the day, the turf is good and the track is fast. Race number 1 is 1 mile and a 16th on the turf, a claiming race with a purse of $17,000 for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races, or 3-year-olds. Scratch the main track onlys, the 8 Liberty Lunch and the 9 Sheer Chance.
Racing at Gulfstream. Good start. From the center, Angel of Love begins nicely. On the far outside, Wakachula moving to challenge, and up the inside is Ansi Dad. In between horses, Princess Zenyi now makes it into the top flight. She'll land third as they come under the wire the first time. Angel of Love reined back to run in fourth here, 2 lengths better than Double Work. Followed by Adar, and the trailer is Charanga. They run into the first turn at 13-1. Wakachula and Juan Leva have made the top. They lead it by 1.25 lengths. Turning up the pressure a bit second is Princess Zenyi. Ansi Dad is on hold third. Angel of Love is on hold from fourth in front of Double Work in fifth. Then comes Charanga and Adar. They head into the backstretch. They completed a quarter in 24-3. Not much change in proceeding here. Wakachula heads into the backstretch with a 1.5 lengths cushion over Princess Zenyi second. Ansi Dad is third. Double Work has made it up to be fourth. No place to go for Angel of Love at this point. She's racing in fifth and 4 behind. Charanga moves 3 wide and Adar is between horses. Any one of the 7 in with a chance here after a 52nd half mile. There's less than half a mile to go. Wakachula continues to lead it. Ansi Dad comes off the fence to try to go after her second. 3 wide now is Princess Zenyi, 4 wide Double Work. Meanwhile, Velasquez saves ground with Angel of Love. She's now into fourth. Charanga's had to cover ground, and Adar is up the inside. After 3 quarters and 1:14 flat, they run to the top of the stretch. Wakachula continues to maintain control. Ansi Dad gets after her second. Angel of Love up the inside as they turn for home. Wakachula trying to finish the job. On the outside, Ansi Dad is coming on, and Angel of Love is up the rail from fourth and Double Work. Final furlong. Wakachula's still there. Angel of Love coming up the inside. Wakachula or Angel of Love. Here's Angel of Love at Wakachula. It's a photo finish. Really, really close on the money. Wakachula was trying to hold sway over Angel of Love, who surged in the last jump to make it a photo in 1:44-3.
Number 7, Wakachula wins the photo finish, pays $29 to win. Juan Leva was in the saddle, trained by Tammy Levy and owned by Radwin Racing Stable. Race number 2 is 1 mile and a 16th on the main track, a claiming race with a purse of $15,000 for 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races, or 3-year-olds.
And they're up. From the rail, Creola's Boy gets the first call, but here comes Whiskey Cures Ugly up the challenge. Colton's Honor is away third, while 3 wide. 4 wide is Slicka, and at the back of the pack are both Popcorn Kitten and Cheech Thunder. They circle the first turn, and Whiskey Cures Ugly and Eduardo Nunez tugging with the head in front. Second is Creola's Boy. Third is Colton's Honor. These 3 have open 3 on Slicka, who's racing by himself from fourth. The 2 at the back are Cheech Thunder and Popcorn Kitten as they now bend into the backstretch. Whiskey Cures Ugly tugging after a 24-2 opening quarter time. He leads the way. From second now is Colton's Honor, and Creola's Boy is in a bit tight, while third under Gazeter. A stretch of another 4 to Slicka. Then comes Popcorn Kitten and Cheech Thunder. Down the backstretch they go, less than 5 furlongs to negotiate, and Whiskey Cures Ugly leads narrowly. Colton's Honor turning up the pressure second. Creola's Boy is in touch with them from third. Then comes Slicka. He's asked to quicken up. He's lost a bit of ground now. Cheech Thunder begins to creep a bit closer, and Popcorn Kitten is last. 48-3 for the opening half mile. Whiskey Cures Ugly and Colton's Honor go on. Now here comes Cheech Thunder in the blue blinkers. He's running on from fourth. Off the fence, and Creola's Boy with renewed energy. Then Slicka, he has a shot from there. He'll need to negotiate a trip with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Rispoli gives the green light to Cheech Thunder, and he takes the lead. Trying to stay with him is Creola's Boy, and Slicka and Corrales try to come up the rail. Popcorn Kitten from last with less than a quarter of a mile to go. On top, the leader now, Cheech Thunder. From second, Creola's Boy. From third, Slicka, who cuts the corner next. Top of the lane, short stretch of the 1 mile and a 16th. Cheech Thunder the leader. Slicka trying to come back at him from the inside. Slicka or Cheech Thunder. Cheech Thunder has the lead. Slicka is second. It will be Cheech Thunder the winner. Slicka second. Third was Creola's Boy, and fourth was Popcorn Kitten in 1:46-4.
Number 6, Cheech Thunder, delivered in the second race, ridden to victory by Matt Rispoli, trained by Antonio Sano, and owned by Alfonso Camarota. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. Race number 3 is 5 furlongs on the turf, a maiden claiming with a purse of $21,000, 4 fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. There are no scratches or jockey changes to report.
And they're up. From the outside, Grand Edge and Scarlet O'Mara begin nicely. From the rail, here's Kiss Us moving to challenge, and Final Thoughts is not far away. She'll land second early. 4 wide is Grand Edge. From behind the speed, Glorious Tide, and Queen G is the trailer. Stacked 4 deep as they hit the far turn. Kiss Us ahead in front. Final Thoughts is there second. Scarlet O'Mara is third. Grand Edge on the outside, fourth. Queen G saves ground next, and Glorious Tide between horses as they run around the far turn. Less than 3 furlongs to go. Kiss Us has the lead by a length. Final Thoughts is second. Queen G has saved all the ground. She's into third now with Glorious Tide on the outside. 2 long shots in with Shouting Ranges. Here they turn for the money. Kiss Us cuts the corner and has the lead. Queen G still coming well second, and Final Thoughts on the outside third. Back fourth is Glorious Tide. There's a furlong left to go. Kiss Us roused up top, trying to hold firm. Final Thoughts takes another run under Jesus Rios. In deep stretch, it's Kiss Us digging in. Final Thoughts running out of time. Time has run out. Kiss Us the winner. Final Thoughts second, Queen G third, then Glorious Tide and Grand Edge in 57-1.
Number 1, Kiss Us, makes her first time on the turf, a winning one. Cornelio Velasquez was in the saddle, trained by Ralph Nix and owned by Whisper Hill Farm. Race number 4 is a 1.16 miles on the turf, a claiming race with a purse of $17,000, 4 fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. Scratch the 4, Rock Hard Lady, and the 8, MZ Dancer.
And they're up. From the inside, Starship Kahlua begins nicely. So too does Cruising, who's trying to establish control. But here's Cowboys Princess, and the favorite is offensive-minded today. Cowboys Princess to take the lead in the run under the wire the first time. Cruising is second. Be Sure Lisa is third. Up on the outside, here's Annie Dancing with a mid-race move. Prestancia settles in second last. And not her custom, Starship Kahlua last of all as they run into the first turn. On top, it's Cowboys Princess by a length and a quarter. Annie Dancing and Cruising are second and third. On hold fourth is Be Sure Lisa. She backs off to race 3 behind. 3 in front of Prestancia, then Starship Kahlua. Opening quarter, 24-3. Into the backstretch they go. Cowboys Princess by a length and a half. Annie Dancing second, Cruising third. Be Sure Lisa is fourth. Prestancia tightens in a bit while second last, and trailing is Starship Kahlua. No change in proceedings inside 5 furlongs from home. They won an opening half mile in 50-1, and the leader continues to be Cowboys Princess by a length. Cruising is second while asked to do a little bit of work now. Racing in third is Annie Dancing. 4 wide is Be Sure Lisa. She's in the hunt. Unimpeded racing room for her, and now into second. Prestancia is second last. Starship Kahlua is last as they round the far turn. Cowboys Princess continues to lead. She's put away a couple of the challengers, but here's a new one in the form of Be Sure Lisa, who moves to her second. 4 back to Cruising third, then Prestancia fourth after 3 quarters. In 1:14-3, they run to the top of the stretch. Cowboys Princess shaken up for the drive and has the lead 3 parts of a length. Trying to get after second is Be Sure Lisa with Cruising third. Through the final furlong, Cowboys Princess has something in reserve and runs up the score late. Here's an easy win. Cowboys Princess wrapped up as much the best. Second, Be Sure Lisa. Third is Cruising, then Prestancia, and Annie Dancing in 1:44 flat.
Number 5, Cowboys Princess wins the 4th race. Christian Navarro was aboard, trained by Bruno Tessori and owned by Dexter Craigie Jr. The 5th race is 5 furlongs on the turf, a claiming race with a purse of $17,000, 4 fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races, or 3-year-olds.
And they're off. From the outside, Awesome and Then Some begins nicely. Here's the favorite, Miss Mongolia, offensive-minded early. Within a moment's notice, coming away between horses. She'll race third. It's a length and a half back to Ghost of Anapa with Piccalilli on the outside. Then it's the team of Carmen's Secret and Blazing Diamond, and Love Flute is last as they run around the far turn. Awesome and Then Some shakes free to a 3-length lead. Miss Mongolia asked to quicken while second. Piccalilli is 3 wide from between horses in a moment's notice. It's a stretch of 2.5 to Ghost of Anapa, followed by Carmen's Secret and Love Flute as they run to the top of the stretch. Awesome and Then Some has the lead after a 21-3 opening quarter. Off cover, here's Miss Mongolia second. Ghost of Anapa still in the hunt from third as they straighten away for home. It's Awesome and Then Some in front. Ghost of Anapa begins to finish up down the center of the racetrack. Here's Ghost of Anapa and Cornelio Velasquez over the top to take the lead. Miss Mongolia second, Ghost of Anapa the winner. Miss Mongolia second, Awesome and Then Some third, and Love Flute fourth, and 56 left.
Number 2, Ghost of Anapa, closes to give jockey Cornelio Velasquez his second win today. Also the second win today for trainer Antonio Sano, this one owned by Alex Andres LLC. It's time for a break. We'll be back after these words.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Race number 6 is 1 mile and a 16th on the turf, a maiden race with a purse of $42,000 for 3-year-olds and up. Please note that the Great Leader, is a first-time gelding.
And they're up. From the inside into the future, and U.S. Academy from the center moves to challenge these two. The first two away with Salutation moving up on heels and now punching between horses is Fire on Fire. Fire on Fire is keen, wants to go, and he'll land in front as they make their way to the clubhouse turn. Salutation now races in second, and into the future is content to back off third. Then it's U.S. Academy and Extreme Justice. In between horses goes Billion Star. Terry's Charm saved ground to make it 4 across the track in that mid-flight run. It's a 2-length margin to the Great Leader, and Ozymandias is last of all as they run into the backstretch. 23-4 for the opening quarter speed, and Fire on Fire and Jaramillo in front by a length. Salutation second, Extreme Justice a 3-wide third. Into the Future is racing in fourth, a neck better than U.S. Academy on hold fifth in between horses. Then Billion Star and Terry's Charm. Ozymandias is out of last place, and that distinction now belongs to the Great Leader. The leader is last with less than half a mile to go. On top, Fire on Fire by a half a length with Salutation second. 3 wide out there goes Extreme Justice third. Into the Future is fourth. In between horses, U.S. Academy appears to have some run. No place to prove it, though. Racing fifth, 2.5 off the lead. Ozymandias circles up 4 wide for Rafael Hernandez. Then comes Terry's Charm and Billion Star. The Great Leader is last, and they run to the top of the stretch. Salutation bids up to take the lead off cover. Here's U.S. Academy into the clear and coming on. Fire on Fire is still right there, and Into the Future is up the rail. Final furlong now, U.S. Academy and Cornelio Velasquez coming on to take the lead. Shifting ground, but in front. Fire on Fire is there second, then Into the Future and Terry's Charm. U.S. Academy has the lead. U.S. Academy. Fire on Fire, some kind of game, while second, with Terry's Charm third and 142-3.
Number 6, U.S. Academy, crossed the wire first, but after an inquiry and objection, the number 3, Fire on Fire, is named the winner. Jockey Emisale Jaramillo in the saddle, trained by Reed Nagel and owned by Big Lick Farm. Race number 7 is 1 mile on the main track, a claiming race with a purse of $15,000 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up.
And they're up. Dr. Dali wins the start. Naguital is away with speed. Distinctly Sweet is not far away, nor is Tormented de Oro. She puts ahead in front as they run out of the chute. From behind the speed, the team of Mambo Maya, Rachel's Girl, and Naguital. The three at the back are Fee and Sugar, Golden Empress, and Valid Wildfire. They're paired off 3 by 3 by 3 out of the chute, and the leader now is Dr. Adali by a neck. From the outside and racing in second is Distinctly Sweet, with Tormented de Oro moving up to the inside. These three have opened 3 on Mambo Maya. She's racing by herself now, while fourth. From fifth, it's Naguital, then Rachel's Girl. On the outside, Invalid Wildfire with Golden Empress, and Fee and Sugar is last. 23-1. That's a fast opening quarter as they pass the half-mile marker. They tripped the half-mile beam in 46 seconds flat. They're moving right along up front here, and now taking over the lead is Tormented de Oro. Back to second, Dr. Adali, Distinctly Sweet third. Mambo Maya's had pace to chase, so is Naguital. They're trying to tack on from fourth and fifth, respectively. The back markers are just not in shouting range at the moment, with 5/16 left to go. Tormented de Oro and John Cruz committed for home past the quarter pole on a 5-length lead. From the far outside, Mambo Maya's trying to rally into second. Then Naguital from down toward the inside. Horse putting in a late run now is Golden Empress, and on the grandstand side is Valid Wildfire, but it's still Tormented de Oro. After 3 quarters and 11 flat, Tormented de Oro continues to dominate. Tormented de Oro has fled the scene. She's in front by 4 lengths. In between horses, Valid Wildfire for second, Distinctly Sweet third. Golden Empress was fourth, in front of Mambo Maya, who completes your high five in 138-4.
Number 5, Tormenta de Oro pulls away from the field with John Cruz aboard, trained by Victor Barbosa Jr. and owned by Pristine Farms and Stud. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment.
They're off in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Mucho Macho Man has the lead close to home. Mucho Macho Man!
Next January, 12 horses, $1 million buy-in for a $12 million purse. It is the world's richest race. It is the Pegasus World Cup.
Race number 8 is 6 furlongs on the main track and allowance optional claiming with a purse of $37,000 for state-bred fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up.
And they're off. From the outside, Rock All Day begins nicely. Jamie's Dancer is showing speed from the rail. Katira Rock away much closer today. She's racing third. Just before on her outside and competitive player stacked 4 deep. The early trailer is quick as a bunny. Down the backstretch they go, separated by 2.5 lengths. And with the lead, it's Rock All Day by a neck. Just before his second competitive player, a 3-wide third. Racing from fourth is Jamie's Dancer, close enough if good enough in the pink colors. 2.5 clear of Katira Rock and quick as a bunny. 22-4 for the opening quarter. Around the far turn they go. Rock All Day leads it narrowly. Here's competitive player at 11-1, moving to be second just before. Hard ridden, not really responding from third at the 5/16. Then from fourth, it's Jamie's Dancer. She'll need a way through as they run past the quarter-mile pole. Competitive player trying to spring the upset. Rock All Day battles on second. They both better look out for Jamie's Dancer if she can get through. 3/16 left to go. Competitive player has the lead. Jamie's Dancer is squeezing through on the inside just before his 4-wide final furlong. Jamie's Dancer coming up the inside lane from far back in Katira Rock just before with renewed energy. They come to the wire. It's going to be close. It's too close to call. It was Jamie's Dancer, and on the outside just before heads apart in 111-2.
Just before wins the tight photo finish, giving trainer Larry Bates his first win this meet. Eddie Castro was in the saddle, owned by Eric J. Worth. Race number 9 is 5 furlongs on the turf, a maiden claiming with a purse of $15,000 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. Scratch the 11, the main track only Poda, and note that the 4 Hot Anastasia is a late scratch.
And runners away. Wallflower and Starship Lauren, the first two out. Away racing third is Legend Moon. Princess Bossy from the top shelf comes away racing fourth. In between horses, My Martina, followed by the Gray Breezy Song. She's a length in front of the Chief Source with Fend for Yourself. And at the back early, the trailer Miss BVI. They swing around the far turn now, and on top, Wallflower, 3 parts of a length. Starship Lauren is second. Racing third and gaining ground is Legend Moon. Then it's a gap of another 2 to Princess Bossy. Breezy Song trying to get around her while covering ground. Then My Martina. Miss BVI is out of last place. The 2 trailers to Chief Source and Fend for Yourself. They run for the top of the stretch. Wallflower has the lead. Starship Lauren to the attack is second. Up the inside is Legend Moon from third. Then Breezy Song. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Wallflower pulling at all the stops, and she has something in reserve. Legend Moon making a late push. Legend Moon into the clear and coming on. They come to the wire. Legend Moon at Wallflower. Legend Moon. Breezy Song rolled home late, but Legend Moon held sway in 57-2.
Number 2, Legend Moon got up in the finale. Sammy Camacho was in the saddle, trained by Horacio Barberon and owned by HB Thoroughbreds LLC and Rick Degg Farm. In the late pick 5, 5 of 5 paid $2,510.15. 4 of 5 paid $34.50. Super High 5 combination 27361 paid $1,676.60. In the pick 6, 6 of 6 paid $2,627.32. There's a carryover into Thursday of $15,465.16.
That's it for today. We'll see you back on Thursday. Remember that we are dark now Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Post time at 1:15 on Thursday.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.